Welcome back. This is the first round of the UKOpen. This was a in-person tournament played back in, December now, almost 2 months ago at this point. This is round one. I'm up against Noah. I'm playing UKOpen Classic Imprison. My list is basically Little Rivers, BCS list. You know, it's like a couple of card changes. I think I've gone like minus a Psychic plus a Warp and minus Fire Mew plus 2 Retriever. So we're on the 3 Ralts, we're on the Rayquaza, we're on the Stantler, we're on everything else sort of stock standard. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and get into it. I start Jirachi, which is like the best feeling ever, especially round one, just raw open Jirachi. But I go first, so I just wish and get a Ralts down and pass. Noah is playing Flygon, and I kind of think he's playing Flygon, but I'm not sure he's playing Flygon. He attaches Delta Rainbow and just sort of like bemoans his hand before sort of sending it back over to me. I mean, this matchup is, I don't know, you usually say it's kind of favored anyways. It's kind of just fine. I'm gonna see. Sorry, I'm just yapping away, but I'm gonna wish. I think I wished into the transceiver. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Either way, I have a transceiver. I'm gonna do a little prize check. I think I don't have power this game, which kind of sucks. But I'm gonna go get a mentor. Am I looking at researcher? I'm checking for researcher. All right, yeah, researcher's just like a nice piece to develop your board, whilst you don't have a Pidgeot established. But yeah, this matchup is I don't know, it feels like it shouldn't be favored because you're just getting one shot. But once you put in the Rayquaza, honestly, it kind of just is fine. They're also a stage 2 deck, so they often play a Pidgeot line. Once you imprison the Pidgeot, and then you start shutting down the range, and it's actually kind of difficult to get 3 energy under, multiple Flygon EX. So I'm gonna pass back. I go for a Ralts. I think I grabbed a Castform and a Pidgey. I do miss an attach for the second turn in a row, which is kind of tough because it means that even though Noah's not really doing anything, I'm not gonna get too fast of a start on him. I think he plays the Giant Stump so that he can. He plays the Giant Stump so that he can play the Stevens. Honestly, do what you gotta do. He does hit a Castform, and I think he can start Delta Drawing for 1, which is just abysmal. But yeah, as I'm saying, if some of the sort of more recent lists for Flygon have been playing Sceptile, I hate Sceptile and Flygon. You can barely make your second Flygon if you play the Sceptile and you play it down. But yeah, it's just tough. It's just tough. But if you don't play it, you're kind of just auto losing to Imprison on the acceleration Flygon. I'm gonna wish into a Candy, get a Pidgeot set up, and I'm sort of flying at this point. We're still like 3-4 turns out from me attacking, but my setup is just so much better than Noah's. Gonna research for Curlier, honestly. I think playing the 1-1 split of the Curliers, like, this is the reason you play this Curlier, and it's just so good. Saving those candies for the thinner lines, saving them for the Pidgeot, for the Sceptile, when you need it, especially in this matchup. My game plan is sort of going to be, the game plan always depends on board state, as we see Noah's actually going to finally get into this game with a mentor. But it basically always depends on board state. But I think I've also prized Regirock here. So I kind of want, like, you kind of just want like Regirock on the bench, because it just eats an attack and then it heals all the damage no matter what. So it's pretty safe. Or you can look to, you know, Screechy Voice, and with Stantler and like imprison something, warp to the bench, jump the energy up, just Screechy Voice for a turn, try and get a couple of imprisons off, and really shut your opponent's board down. Or, and this is my favorite one, is just Flame Ball to Rayquaza, and then just like go from there. Noah does have double candy off of all the draw he's done. I think he's got 4 bench Pokemon as a giant stump. I think we fixed that like relatively quickly, but he does have candy Pidgeot, candy Flygon, and I'm just thinking, could he have held off on candying this Pidgeot out? His board is a bit clogged. You know, he's got, I don't know whether Chimecho is here. I don't really like the Chimecho. Like, he's got, okay, now we realize that the stump is there. And I think he's just holding a Windstorm, so he just gets rid of it and pretends whatever. But I don't think he needs the Chimecho here. He's got Castform, Chimecho, Fire, Mew. He's got 3 board spots for things that actually matter, and he's only got 1 left. So I think he mentored away the Delta Flygon, the energy accelerator, and like, honestly, fair enough. If this is what you're gonna do, he's gonna just Delta draw, because it's gonna take ages to get a Flygon set up. But when I saw him mentor that Flygon away, I was thinking, there's no way he's gonna make one of those next turn. I'm gonna disrespect the shit out of him here and just go for Imprison on Pidgeot right now. So I don't know, maybe you could have left a bench space open instead of Chimecho, made a Trapinch, used the candy on the second Flygon instead of using the candy on the Pidgeot. Hold off until sort of like, until you have more of a board established for the Pidgeot. Because what you kind of want to do is bait me into putting Sceptile into play and then putting your Pidgeot in play. You don't want to play Sceptile in your own damn Flygon deck. You want your opponent to give it to you. I'm gonna keep setting up. I'm using that researcher again. I'll go get a Guardy. I think Noah's just like kind of looking at the Mew Star. Noah's actually the older brother of Matt, who, if you watched, yeah, I'm just gonna warp energy into the Gardevoir. It's decently risky. Like, you know, candy. Noah's got like a 7-card hand, and I'm saying you don't have Trapinch, candy, Delta Flygon Castform. Ugh, it's not foolproof. But he is down 2 candy, and it does work out for me. I think Noah just goes for like a Castform attach, and then Delta draws again or something like that this turn. But yeah, he's the brother of Matt, who oh, there's so many ums. I'll get better at this, whatever. Who you might have seen in the match I did of me playing against Rayla. So he's a London local. Comes out for some of these Patrick organised tournaments. So always good to see them. Always fun to play. And he goes for another Delta draw. He does hit another Delta Flygon, but at this point you don't actually... Oh my god, even this stopped. Oh no, it didn't. Okay. I'm just like thinking perfectly still. Dude, those are... Okay. So I get handed a bag with Shockwave and Imprison markers in it before the game starts, and I'm just not thinking. I picked up the Shockwave markers and I used them until like literally the finals, I think. Somebody notices at that point. So I go for a warp point here. Why? Why do I warp point? Sorry, did I like? Did I miss like a warp energy attached there, or like what? Like, I mean, I get the whole like, all right, run to Jirachi and Wishing Star, but can't we quick search first, go get a warp energy if it's not in our hand? Like, why do we need to sack off the warp point right now? I'm gonna Wishing Star into half of a energy jump Gardevoir, and then I'm gonna quick search for the other half and just make it. This lets me save that energy on the Jirachi. It looks like I'm debating benching something. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna cast one back the warp. I don't know, just a bit greedy, I guess. I'm gonna bench the Rayquaza and jump to the Rayquaza. And say go ahead. Do I shuffle here? Did I miss a shuffle? Oh, whatever. Long day. I'm not sure I shuffle off of that Wishing Star, which is a little bit awkward. We're gonna see Noah. I don't know. He's between a rock and a hard place here. Ah, no. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. I catch up with myself. He's gonna play his own warp point, and I'm not really insulated for this. You kind of have to just give. I kind of have to just give Noah the Pidgeot. He doesn't KO it. He's not really, like, I see the basic lightning, so I'm assuming he plays Ray, but I'm not too afraid of him KOing my Pidgeot before I'm able to sort of get enough of a board established where I'm alright with it dying. He's gone admin. I don't know. See, the thing is, right, if I energy jump that cast form to the Gardevoir, I could attach a warp to Jirachi next turn if I want to wish again. I would just like save an energy. I mean, I guess because Noah's attacking this turn, it doesn't matter. You know, he would KO the Jirachi, but it's just nice to, you know, look for little optimizations. So we're both at 6. Noah draws. He draws all right. I mean, nah, he kind of draws nothing. He draws like a Trapinch, a Transceiver, a Retriever, and just like a Flygon line. What's that? And another warp point. Like, if you warp point again, you get a prize. It's just not worth it. I think. I mean, this is the problem with Flygon. I mean, it doesn't help that he sort of started like 2 turns, maybe 3 turns behind. But from here, I'm just going to be able to do whatever the hell I want whilst Noah like stares at his hand of junk every turn and draws a new junk card. So I'm working on a couple of things here, and both of them involve rare candy. So I'm looking for. I'm going to use the energy jump, push the cast form over. Brilliant, nice. I'm looking for another Pidgeot, and I'm looking for a Sceptile. I'm going to get Metal down. I wouldn't mind seeing the Metal go on the Ray. Just in terms of like, oh no, Raydora is going to be active next turn, so we don't really need to worry about that. Yeah, we're looking to get a Sceptile down, just as the Gardevoir dies. Once everything's sort of imprisoned on Noah's side, we don't need it anymore. We can have Raydora active. We can attack for basically free, and we'll be able to sort of move the energy around our board and sort of just control the game from there. So Imprison onto Chimecho. I mean, there's no other real targets, so why not? And Flame Ball for 80. Okay. Over to Noah. What's going on there? Where's it? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I passed the energy back to the Ray. Noah's hand is dirt, man. He needs to, like, transceive a scientist? Is that what he's doing here? Like... Ugh. Noah's playing a bit more... He's playing a funky build. He's playing, like... Well, build, list. He's got a... You're seeing the Absol EX occasionally flash when he goes for a deck search. And I kind of think that card is sick. It's sick nasty. And then he draws into the Ray, so honestly, like, in terms of his attackers for this game, he's kind of going to want one more Flygon EX, and then he could do Rayquaza. These decks play, like, they play both Mews, so trying to get a Mew onto the board would be really useful. I mean, it just sucks. I mean, so... Yeah, Noah's just going to go with the Psychic Pulse. He's not really got anything else. But it really sucks that Noah's board is clogged here. If he's not got a Dead Spot Cast Form and Chimecho, I mean, I guess the Fire Mew is kind of fine. He just doesn't have... what is that? Oh, I just hit Candy Sceptile without having to play a supporter. Are we going to Radmin? No, without playing a supporter or quick searching. So I quick search for a Radmin. We make the Sceptile. And from here it's going to be a real pain. If Noah could make... Is it ever... Like, so Noah does have the Fire Mew. I know the Glare's awful, right? But that bottom card on Noah's board is still that Fire Mew from earlier. Are you ever... Because, like, you're not playing POW. You can't play POW. Are you ever special circuit copying to kill the Pidgeot here? Like, I'm admining to 6, I'm drawing to 8. You just... we need the Delta Flygon, man. We need a Delta Flygon. We need some sort of consistency. I'm saying that Ray ignores Sceptile. Noah knows. And then... I go in for the, I forget the second attack name, Sky High Claws, and just pop that. Pop that Flygon. Now, from here, really, the game's not over. We see Noah's, like, he's single mind committed to making a Flygon EX. The thing is, I don't really one-shot Flygons, and I can't just, like, drop 2 prizes every single time I want a Flygon dead, especially since... I mean, I can if I only expect my opponent to make 2 Flygons, to be fair, which is kind of the pace that we're at. In other words, just draw into the Flygon. But it's a lot more effort for me to... Oh, and he draws into the Ray as well, and he benches it. He just goes for the world's biggest Delta draw. That's kind of heat. But all I really need to do, and all I would be doing if I was on the front foot in this game, say I'd managed to get Rayquaza before Noah had been attacking, I'd just special circuit, hit the Flygon. Once you hit it once, you can Black Magic, and honestly, at the point in the game that we're at, what Sceptile's doing, 80, so no, can't do that. It has to be Black Magic. Noah's playing the Stump, but he like had to play it to start the game. So, I mean, I guess technically he could play around the just Black Magic for KO. But in that case, we have like a weird 3-shot route where we can like go in with Jirachi. That sounds awful. There's a lot of different things we can do. Ray here, just put 50 on the Flygon. I don't think there was a debate. I think I was just checking that everything's good. But these rounds were 40 minutes, and I distinctly remember at this point that we are like really getting through the time. So I start just deciding to speed up. I think I just like I think once you special circuited, once you hit the Flygon once, I think you hit the Ray. Like, I think you hit it once. Let's think. Noah's gonna mentor, he's gonna set up his Flygon. It needs one more energy because of the Sceptile. And we're just seeing just how brutal Sceptile and no Delta Flygon is. I think, yeah, I stopped Noah before he sacks his Flygon, which would have been kind of rough. I think, but yeah, as I was saying, I think you special circuit and just hit the Ray once. He goes for another Delta Draw. I think this is the most times I've ever seen Delta Draw used in my life. Like in one game, I think Noah might have Delta Drawed like 6 times. At this point, I go in with the second Candy Pidgeot, get another energy on board, move on to the Sceptile. The thing is, right, if I were to special circuit the Ray, and then Noah hits me, and I Black Magic KO, what is Noah doing? Like, what is he doing? Like, I don't know. I don't think there's a real line for him there. He could do something cool with Mewstar. Well, okay. If I didn't let him KO my Rayquaza and I warp it to the bench, he could, like, Black Magic KO me back. He does need to fix his board 10 years ago to do any of this, but we're just gonna see. I'm gonna just pressure for prizes at this point. I think we've got like 10 minutes left in the round, so ending up at 2 up would be nice. I think it's just one more special circuit, and it almost basically seals the game, really, doesn't it? Regardless of how the last few turns play out. Noah is going to get that 4th energy on his Flygon, and at this point, you got to be thinking, welp, we tried our best, because this Flygon is going to make an attack, but it does also have 100 damage on it. I get a really nice proc of damage here. What is it? Is it sand damage or it's like Psychic Pulse? I can never remember which one is doing which. It's Psychic Pulse is popping that Pidgeot for me, which not only frees up a bench space, it activates Rage Aura. It gives me POW if I had it. Oh, love getting that Pidgeot out of the way. I think I am just gonna stick the Warp Energy into Gardevoir and jump to the Sceptile, because at this point, if Noah really takes a knockout, I just hand attach to Sceptile and just basically win the game. I'm really trying to think about this. We see the admin as well. I remember Noah was sitting on a massive hand, and I was debating whether to admin or scientist the other turn, and I was thinking, he's gonna pop this Pidgeot next turn, and really, I don't care if he whiffs. I don't care if he whiffs. I don't really need him to whiff on setting up this Flygon. I need him to whiff anything afterwards. So I save the admin for the following turn, I just go for a scientist on that previous turn, and now I get to admin Noah to 3 instead of to 4, and he's really got nothing. He's gotten attached to the Ray, which is kind of big, but he's just got a Pidgeot line and a Researcher in hand, and he throws away the Pidgey. What does he get? Because you like have to get a Trapinch because you're board locked. Noah has been limited to one Flygon this entire game, and I've just been shooting it repeatedly. he is going to research it for the lovely Star proxy that we got as a promo from this event. But he's just going to have to pass, and I'm going as fast as I can. I'm going to quick search, run to the Ray, and I'm just chasing the prizes here at this point. I think I'm going to dot the Ray with Special Circuit. Oh, what's that? Ah, okay, I'm ahead, so I need to, I can't do that initial energy jump to preserve the energy. I need to leave the energy there to be able to attack, so just do that. I think there's a way here of using my own giant stump before I do these special circuits and resetting my own Ray with energy jump, but it does not matter as Noah draws nothing and 3 special circuits takes the game. So yeah, that was round 1 in kind of pretty convincing fashion. Yeah, I'm just showing him the stump. I'm showing him the stump retriever windstorm in my hand, but I'm playing just too fast to bother. Thank you for watching. We'll have the rest of the rounds whenever I edit them. So look out for them. Right, have a good day. Bye.